The Washington Redskins' remarkable season is officially over thanks to the Green Bay Packers, who dealt the 9-7 NFC East champions a 35-18 loss on their home turf yesterday. And adding a little more sting, the Redskins led 11-0 after a touchdown pass from Kirk Cousins to Jordan Reed. The Packers, led by the reigning NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers, scored 17 unanswered, led by 6 at halftime. Cousins got the lead back with a rushing score of his own in the third, but the Pack, thanks to 2 more rushing scores, ran away with it late. It'll be the Packers against the Arizona Cardinals next week. And if you think you were cold last week, how about the weather in Minnesota? -5 degrees, wind chill of -25 when the Vikings and Seahawks started things. The third coldest game in NFL history. Crucial play in the fourth when Cam Chancellor from Maury High School in Norfolk caused a fumble. Ended up being the difference. Seahawks made a field goal to take the lead. Vikings missed one with 30 seconds left to hold on for the win. And Seattle is in Charlotte next week. I'm Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
The ball, let's go, let's go!
Normally known for its football dominance,
Play basketball, play basketball!
the Oscar Smith basketball team wants to send a message.
Let's go, let's go!
Smith's a powerhouse now, not just known for football.
That's what some people think, but this year we're trying to get our respect.
Go, 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 go!
How about the best start in school history? 13-0.
Turn it up!
Southeast District champions for a second straight season, and the top-ranked 6A team in Virginia.
It's a great feeling, even though we still, like I say, have a lot of work to do. And it's also good for the kids also. They work hard to get to this point. Get in your zone, get in your zone.
With 7 seniors and 5 juniors, this team is built around years of chemistry.
First 2 years was pretty rough for us because we were still learning how to play with each other. So last year we had a good year. Lost in the regional semifinals.
It's all starting to pay off. Like now, like you said, it's still early, but we feel like we can do some special things throughout the year.
Let's go!
And the top Tiger, 6'4" Donald Hicks, who's committed to play at Radford University.
He's one of them guys that came in as a 9th grader that we knew that was going to probably be that guy for us in the future. And he worked hard in the gym, and now he became one of the best players to probably ever be in Oscar Smith history. Good job!
With the football banners hanging high, this team's after a little history of its own.
Bang, good job! I always tell them, later on in life, you're going to come back to Oscar Smith, and you want to walk inside the gym and look up at the ceiling and see something special up there, and you'll never forget it for the rest of your life.
Makes me want one even more because I get jealous. You know, some of the football players talk about they ring, so I just want one for myself.
A lot of people's opinion is we're a football school, so that's one of the main things we're trying to do right now is put up a banner for basketball.
Come on, come on!
And in the hunt for their first ever state title, they're halfway there.
Get back, get back!
In Chesapeake, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. A school record 30-win season suddenly ended in the national championship semifinals a season ago.
Last year's result, I'd say, is the driving force for us this year.
And through 14 games this year, CNU is ranked number 4 in the nation and looking like a contender again.
I really believe that our ceiling is even higher than it was last year.
Last year's top 5 scorers are all back, as are the top 6 bench players.
In a lot of ways, I feel like we're better. We have a lot of depth. We have freshmen that are contributing in major ways. We just got to bring it all together.
Leading the charge is leading scorer Aaron McFarland and All-American Marcus Carter from Bruton High School in Williamsburg, who just reached 1,000 career points in Wednesday's win over St. Mary's.
I give thanks to my teammates from the past couple years here and the teammates I have now. Without them and the coaches I have, I couldn't probably never get to this achievement.
Marcus is not a selfish player whatsoever. Like, he lets the game come to him, and it came to him 1,000 times.
Senior Tim Daly reached 1,000 points just over a month ago, and McFarland is closing in.
Makes me look like a really good coach.
Actually, John Krikorian was named the National Coach of the Year a season ago and hopes to lead his team over the hump.
I really like this group, and I think we have an incredibly high ceiling.
The bittersweet taste that we got to get into the Final Four, but losing to the Final Four, we don't want to ever taste that again. We just want to get there, handle our business, win the national championship.
The season-long test continues at Penn State Harrisburg tomorrow. In Newport News, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. With 1.1 seconds left in the third quarter, the inbounds went to Marlena Tremba.
Took one dribble, and the girl kind of wasn't really playing me because she probably didn't even think I would even hit the basket. And then I just Kind of took one dribble and threw it up.
I leaned my head like that. I was like, oh my God. And it freaking went in.
A three-quarter shot, all net, giving the Tribe a 1-point edge over Northeastern.
You knew it was going in right from the beginning when you're standing there watching, and it was a kind of eerie silence over the crowd as the ball floated through the air almost in slow motion. And I think everybody thought the same thing, that this has got a chance.
She just shot it so effortlessly too, just kind of like la-di-da. Put it up there, and it just like the flick of the wrist, and it went in.
I was kind of shocked, but I was just kind of just wow, kind of. I didn't realize how strong I was, I guess.
Here inside Kaplan Arena, she made the shot from about right here. That's roughly 72 feet to the basket. A feat incredible enough, it ended up number 7 on SportsCenter's top 10 plays.
To see a women's basketball Tribe member to get on SportsCenter is a really big deal.
I remember someone texted me, how many push-ups can you do?
And just for good measure, the senior dropped in the game-winning bank shot with 15 seconds left to play.
And Marlena, another big shot.
Basketball gods were in her favor.
In Williamsburg, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. You're looking at the top shooting team in the nation.
It's one of the most balanced offensive teams we've ever had. There's not a guy on the floor who can't score and can't shoot.
William and Mary leads the nation in three-point shooting percentage. And senior guard Connor Birchfield,
I like my chances of, spot shooting against anybody in the country.
He's second in the country, making 55% of his three-point attempts, while Matt Milan, a transfer guard from Boston College, is just 2 spots behind, draining 53% of his threes.
The fact that we have 5 great shooters on the floor, and then we have great team chemistry to find the open guy. So whoever's open on the floor can make the shot.
The offense starts and stops with senior guard David Cohn.
He's leading this team at a level we haven't had in recent years.
Not only does he lead the CAA with almost 7 assists a night, the speedster's just 25 assists away from breaking the school record in just his 3rd season with the team.
Surrounded with great shooters and just knowing when to get the ball in the right hands at the right time. That's what it's all about as a point guard.
On the inside, sophomore Nathan Knight has emerged as a candidate for Conference Player of the Year.
He's a complete player. He's helping us win in every phase.
Now the back-to-back CAA Player of the Week, he's the 2nd best scorer in the league, averaging almost 20 points a game, and is top 10 in rebounding, field goal percentage, and shot blocks.
Blocked by Nathan Knight.
I knew that freshman year I wouldn't be playing as big as a role as I am now. But that gave me a great opportunity to work on my body and do what I need to do to get ready for this season.
That 4-0 mark in league play is the best start for William and Mary in 20 years. And tomorrow night on this very floor at Kaplan Arena, the Tribe are going to face James Madison University with a chance to go 5-0, something they've never done.
We got, 14 more conference games to send a message.
But is this the first NCAA tournament team?
This team's proven right now it's got a chance to be pretty special.
The stats say they certainly have a shot. In Williamsburg, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
For an athlete on this stage, coming out isn't easy, which explains why so few do. But Adam Rippon felt a responsibility.
And I think now more than ever, as athletes, we are given this very unique and special platform that we should speak for people who feel that they don't have a voice.
Taking a stand has become a hot-button topic in the sports world. It took over the NFL headlines when some players refused to stand for the national anthem.
I know that Colin Kaepernick, his original intention of kneeling down during the national anthem was his stance against police brutality and racial inequality. I can't relate to that. But I can relate to being a gay man and walking into a room or a situation where I felt that me being there, people were uncomfortable with just me being gay.
Adam says he would never wish that feeling on anybody, and paraphrases Dr. Martin Luther King, who once said, "The words of our enemies will not last as long as the silence of our friends."
And I think that's so important because, especially in an Olympic sport, you go out and you represent not only yourself, not only your family, but your entire country and all Americans, no matter race, religion, or sexual orientation.
Look out, NFL. The Overwatch League is here to take on the pros. At least that's what Blizzard, the owner of the Esports League, is hoping for. It's the first competitive esports effort using strategies employed by the big four sports leagues, including teams that will eventually be based in cities around the world, not all in one location. And revenue sharing of branded items both in-game and in real life, all part of an effort to expand the global reach of competitive gaming to the world of sports. The first game's airing Wednesday on the MLG network and Twitch.tv. The two teams from Los Angeles putting on a great show on opening night in the best of 4 matches. The LA Valiant shutting down the San Francisco Shock 4-0, while the LA Gladiators stomped the Shanghai Dragons by the same score. Fan favorites Dallas Fuel lost a heartbreaker, 2-1 to the Seoul Dynasty, despite a great play by Teemu Katunen, also known as Taimu. Games for your home team will air every week from Wednesday to Saturday. And that's your insider's cheat code to esports in New York. Eamon Dignam, Fox News.
2 years ago, Lake Taylor left Richmond in tears, having watched a late lead slip away in the 4A state championship game.
It was heartbreaking.
This is how their season ended in the playoffs last year. A half-court heave at the buzzer that gave Smithfield a stunning upset win.
The 50-footer, we just made the shot, so there's nothing we can do.
Those last 2 years motivated them to do what they got to do to get to where we need to be. Go JJ, go JJ!
This year, Coach Kenny Brown's Titans began the season a perfect 12-0 with wins over the back-to-back 5A champion LC Bird from Richmond, the 4-time defending 3A champion Norcom from Portsmouth, and 5A contender Bethel, who played in the state title game last year.
We got 3 Division I caliber guys that are really sharing the ball, and they're having fun out there.
The big 3 in Titantown are all seniors and also childhood friends.
We spend time with each other off the court, on the court. We text, we talk on the phone, talk about everything. We just have a great bond together.
Jalen Jordan is the sharpshooter, while Joe Bryant is the floor general. He's committed to Norfolk State and leads with
defense, forcing turnovers and getting easy transition buckets, and just playing harder than everyone else.
Mr. Do-It-All is Darion Sebron, a 6'5" stud who has offers from James Madison, Towson, Hampton, Norfolk State, and is even getting a look from Oklahoma State of the Big 12.
They know this is their senior year, so they want to try to go out on top. Next basket!
Right now, the Titans are on top as the team to beat.
I think we have an opportunity to be in the state tournament and to represent well.
And they plan on keeping it that way. In Norfolk, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
To say Erica Guerrier's 10-year-old daughter's first love is basketball would be an understatement.
Basketball is her passion. That's what she does.
But when Erica called a timeout during a game on Saturday she was coaching, the game was the last thing on one referee's mind.
He asked to speak to me, and then he mentioned that, one of the players, when she goes to the next level, she's going to have to do something about her hair.
That player, her daughter, who is wearing a typical African-American hairstyle, braids with blue weave woven in. But this referee said it was against the rules.
The Chesapeake official came, and they had my daughter come over, and he pointed to, I guess, the point where her natural hair meets the hair that was braided in, and said he didn't know what that was. And I said, that's her natural hair.
Erica says immediately she knew something was wrong.
I've been around the game for about 25 years. And for me, I had no clue what he was talking about. And so, it's very important for me to get some clarity.
According to the Virginia High School League, hair is addressed in the rules specifically, like rubber claws and elastic bands. Hair weave is not.
At the end of the day, they're 9 and 10. So why does it even matter?
After a complaint from Erica, the City of Chesapeake Park and Rec Department says this particular ref will no longer be officiating in the city for any sport. Erica says she simply wants an apology for her daughter and anyone else who could have experienced this.
Unfortunately, it does appear that we are seeing a lot of issues like this. And I'm hoping that, if the refs can get more education, more training, that, we can see a decrease in these issues.
With that blowout win over Virginia Tech on Tuesday night, the Cavaliers have now beaten 2 top 10 ACC opponents, the first being 9th-ranked Florida State. But it might be a whole different monster waiting for them in Durham with the top-ranked Duke Blue Devils on Saturday. Virginia's smothering scoring defense ranks #1 in the country, allowing only 51 points per game. But Duke's offense averages 90 points a night, third best in America, led by two likely top 5 NBA draft picks in guard R.J. Barrett and forward Zion Williamson.
Obviously, we know how good they are, and same kind of deal. You just play the possessions and battle and look forward to the challenge.
Last year, Kyle Guy and Ty Jerome left Durham with the program's first win at Cameron Indoor Stadium since 1995.
Last year was definitely an awesome win, but it's a whole new team. We know how crazy the environment is, so last year's completely out the window.
The Hoos have certainly looked the part of the nation's 4th best team, winning their 4 ACC games by an average of 20 points.
Just continue to practice the way that we know how and stay true to ourselves. We love playing on the road.
But can these Cavaliers make it back-to-back wins over the Blue Devils in their own house?
Winning there last year, we understand how crazy Cameron is. We understand how loud they get when they go on runs, and we know how talented this year's team is. We know what we're in for. We know it's going to be a real battle, but we'll be ready for it.
UVA's biggest test this year tips off at 6 o'clock. In Charlottesville, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. His nickname is Diesel, but this big-bodied bruiser of a guard is also known as a big brother.
That's somebody I always looked up to since I was younger, watching him play at AAU.
Good job. Stephen Whitley from right down the road at Booker T. Washington High School is the senior statesman for the Spartans and a mentor to 2 of his teammates he's known since their days playing youth football and basketball.
I've known these guys since they was little. Watching them play AAU. Joe played under me when I was playing for the Norfolk Wildcats. It's always been like a little brother to me.
Just the way how he carries himself, his leadership on and off the court. That's just something I always wanted to be as I grew up.
Bryant, now a sophomore, was part of a big 3 that won a state championship at Lake Taylor. Then there's Devontae Carter wearing number 14, who leads the MEAC, shooting 54% on the season. His electric style helped lead Woodside all the way to the state semifinal almost 4 years ago.
Diesel was the one that kind of convinced me to come here.
Carter from Newport News was a 4-star recruit who had offers to Kansas State and Florida State, and even across the water had a childhood connection with Whitley.
Just kind of grew up together just from AAU and different things, and then growing up, and then he was a boot kid. He played boot ones. I eventually started playing boot. So it just all built it off the court.
That bond was eventually what led Carter to join NSU as a junior college transfer.
The only thing I said was, I just need you to come and tag along, help me win a championship as I'm a senior, before I leave. And I know that you can help me, with the things that you bring to the table. And that's the same exact thing I told Joe.
It would mean a lot to us just to send him off with a championship.
A championship Whitley and Norfolk State came so close to last season, having lost in the MEAC tournament title game.
Well, I think about it all the time. It would be surreal, if I'm able to win with these 2 guys my last year, because these are like my little guys, my little brother.
3 brothers with one big goal. In Norfolk, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. Plays like these, nothing new for Chauncey Jenkins.
I always like to put on a show.
But last Friday, the Menchville senior took it to a whole new level.
I seen the lane open up. He gave me the left lane. I took a few dribbles, took off, and the rest is history.
It was crazy. Oh, it was electric.
Tell me about what the bench was like.
It was real lit. Like, everybody was going crazy. Those guys have never seen anything like that. It's not, for us, high school is one of my top 10 or top 5 in high school, but they've never seen anything like that.
Thousands of sports fans saw Chauncey's sensational send-down on social media, and millions more saw it on ESPN.
Shout out to the 757.
That's Chauncey flying high all the way to number 5 on SportsCenter's top 10 plays.
It's crazy because you see a whole bunch of big-time players on SportsCenter and stuff, like NBA players and stuff, so to be amongst that category was crazy.
I was happy for my bro, man. Like, he came a long way, so I understand how he felt and everything. It was a surreal moment, especially for Chauncey.
Chauncey has offers to Hampton, VMI, and Robert Morris. His head coach, Lamont Struthers, played 2 years in the NBA, so he knows a big play when he sees it.
I know they're talking about having that voted for Dunk of the Year, so we're waiting to see. It's an exciting moment for Chauncey and the team.
And based on what we saw from these Monarchs last game, Alan Struthers, the head coach's son, might be trying to one-up his top 10 teammate.
If I get a chance, I probably will.
The showstoppers from Menchville, throwing it and shutting it down. In Newport News, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap. These days, it's baptism by fire.
We're fighting for our lives.
As an inexperienced Old Dominion team tries to stay in the championship hunt.
I think we're on the verge. I think it's coming by the day.
The defending Conference USA champions are 6th place in the standings after losing their first league game of the year on the road at Charlotte. But 2 more road tests are on the way.
It's going to be hard. Officiating is going to be different. Playing on the road is just hard, especially in conference play. So mentally, we just want to be more locked in.
We have great leaders, and we come in and try to follow their lead, and they preach to us that we have to be mentally tough, so I think the team is up for that task.
ODU still thrives on defense, which is 4th best in the conference, but their 61 points per game ranks dead last in Conference USA and 338th out of 350 Division I teams.
We rely on our defense a lot, so I would say maybe be a little bit more gamble, get some more steals, get the break going, get some momentum coming. And, you know, you get that momentum going, you might start knocking out some shots, you hit 1 or 2, and you never know, you know what I'm saying, it keeps going.
Tomorrow, ODU is on the road at 4th place Western Kentucky, even without their big man Charles Bassey, a projected NBA lottery pick who's out for the year with a knee injury. The Hilltoppers still have plenty of scoring options.
It seems points come pretty easy to them. They scored 62 points in the second half of a home game against North Texas. And North Texas is a good defensive team.
Round 2 of a 3-game road stretch tips off tomorrow at 7 o'clock. With the Monarchs, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
Here in suburban Cincinnati, Ohio, Rose Lavelle is a rock star and a role model. Her name is on practically every little girl's jersey here at the soccer camp that bears her name now, the same soccer camp she once attended as a kid herself.
It's really cool. I always say it's like cool to be able to give back to the sport the same way that it gave to me.
Lavelle is just months removed from her star-making turn in the 2019 World Cup, scoring 3 goals, including the final goal scored by the victorious U.S. team.
I feel like this was kind of a huge turning point for women's soccer. I think it's been great, all the strides that we've been able to take on the field and off the field.
Lavelle was awarded the bronze ball at the World Cup, symbolizing being named the 3rd best player in the entire tournament, and later named one of the world's best players in 2019.
Honestly, I feel like I am kind of starting to scratch the surface. Obviously, we had a really great year as a team, and I feel like I got some good experience, but we have to put that behind us now and move on to the next task at hand.
And that's the Olympics. 4 years ago, the U.S. team disappointed, finishing in 5th. But now with the momentum from last year's World Cup and new young stars like Lavelle eager to make their mark, the belief is that the Americans are primed to make history.
Obviously, everyone has very high expectations for the U.S. and hopefully we get a chance to redeem ourselves, but I think the big thing is no one's ever won a World Cup and an Olympic gold in back-to-back years, so I think we kind of have our sights set on that.
Reporting from Mason, I'm Matt Barnes.